Hello everybody, good afternoon and welcome to That's Football. How are we all doing? It's Manchester City's huge game against West Ham. West Ham potentially can catch Manchester United. They just need one win and they would go above Manchester United into our, I hate to say this, Europa League spot. And we would be in a Conference League spot. We'd be in a tricky spot. And then we've got Manchester City who are going for the title with 2 games to go. But Liverpool are waiting for them. 3 points the gap. If Man City, they almost can afford to lose a game, but it would go to goal difference then if Liverpool keep winning. So, of course, Man City have got Villa on the last game of the season as well. Slippy G will be out desperately trying to do Liverpool a favour. So, yeah, we need. I need City to win for many reasons. I don't want Liverpool to do a quadruple, obviously, and I want West Ham not to catch us in the league. So it's a weird situation. It's United's game of the season and we're not really playing in it. It is what it is. It's not great. I don't like it. But we've got to deal with it. And, if there is a United fan out there saying I refuse to want City to win, well, the problem is I don't see United beating Palace on the last game of the season. So it's all right saying I'd rather it be a draw. I'm not running the risk of a draw. What if West Ham and Man City's a draw, yeah? Liverpool beat Southampton on Tuesday night. That gap becomes so there's 3 points between that gap becomes a point. Final game of the season, Liverpool win and Man City draw with Villa. Liverpool are the title holders. I can't afford West Ham and Man City to be a draw. I can't. It's got to be a Man City win. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Also, we will be rerunning the manager of the Premier League Manager of the Year poll. I ruined it. We've got some more to go through. Apart from the penalty shootout, it was the biggest entertainment event in the FA Cup watch along last night was actually the polls we were doing. If you've never been part of them, they're really good. Get ready for that. But look, I'm excited about it. I hope you are as well. There's lots of other 2 o'clock kickoffs today as well. So we'll be keeping you up to date with all of those as well. And which way do you think it's going to go? I mean, look, Man City probably should win. We're going to go through the team news. We've got quite a lot of team news to go through because there's quite a lot of 2 o'clock kickoffs going on today. Let me just go through the list for you. We've got Tottenham who are playing Burnley at the moment. They've only got 2 minutes to go. It's 1-0 to Tottenham. Massive game. I was going to do a watch along for this, but unfortunately I was up really early this morning because Seb, for some reason, decided it wasn't the weekend and sleep in. He decided to get up at 6. So I was just like, I can't watch Tottenham, Burnley and then Man City, West Ham. And, I won't be able to do it justice. So I've not really watched Tottenham, Burnley. And I'm actually quite glad because it's a penalty that separates the 2 teams with a minute to go. But it's a massive 3 points for Spurs. They don't care whether they win 1-0 or 20-0. Their goal difference is way better than Arsenal. Of course, we're going to do Newcastle-Arsenal tomorrow night. That's massive now in relation to the top 4 race if Tottenham hold on here. But for Burnley, yeah, it's another loss. Leeds are playing at 2 o'clock. They're playing at home to Brighton. That's a big game. We've got Everton who are playing Brentford later on. I think Everton are pretty much safe. So we'll keep an eye on the Leeds-Brighton game. Villa play Palace. Watford play Leicester. West Ham, Man City we're doing a watch-along for. Wolves play Norwich. So there's quite a few 2 o'clock kickoffs. But the ones that really matter are this West Ham versus Man City game. And Leeds against Brighton is interesting in relation to the bottle. The rest of them are on the beach, really. Instead of warm-ups, they're putting the old Ambre Soleil on and they're putting the sunglasses on. They're on the beach. It's going to be on Sky, West Ham versus Man City. Let's just give you the team news because this is the featured game we're going to be watching. And I can tell you that it's Mark Noble's last game. He isn't actually playing. He's on the bench. So West Ham have got to take this seriously. They've been focused on the Europa League, but now they've got to be focused on this. Fabianski in goal. Kufal, Dawson, Zuma, Cresswell. Soucek, Rice, Bowen, Lanzini, Fornells, Antonio. So strong West Ham side. Man City with a few injury problems. They've got Edison, Cancelo, Fernandinho, Laporte, Zinchenko. Bernardo Silva, Rodri, De Bruyne, Mahrez, Jesus, Grealish. Which is quite surprising, really, because Foden's on the bench, Gundogan's on the bench, Sterling's on the bench, Aki's on the bench. He could have played Aki at centre-back without having to put Fabinho there. So, look, Sorry, Fernandinho there. So they have got a few injury issues, but not enough that I don't think Man City would be firm favourites. At least I hope they're going to be firm favourites in this game. It is Martin Abel's last game, Woken, and we've just got Burnley on, and then I'll be switching over. But we will go. I'm not going to go all the way through the manager poll again because I think that would be quite boring. But we are going to do the semi-finals to the final again. So we'll start that off in the first half because I've got a good one to do at half time. So we'll talk through that in a minute. But we are literally only about 4 minutes away from the start of this game. Please do subscribe, by the way. Bottom right hand corner. You're very welcome on That's Football. I'm really enjoying That's Football at the moment. We have a good laugh on here, and it's definitely therapy and escapism from Manchester United. Skibby-doo, says La. Okay, right. Let me just have a double check here. We still have got a few minutes left in this, 2 minutes left in the Burnley game, and then we'll go straight over for a 2 o'clock kickoff to West Ham against Manchester City. Looking forward to it. 8 o'clock show tonight on the United Stand. Got Ricky on, I'm presenting. Looking forward to that as well. And yeah, we're only 100 subscribers away from 681,000, so please do subscribe. Bottom right hand corner, we're doing Arsenal against Newcastle tomorrow night. On Tuesday night, I wasn't going to do a watch along. I might do a watch along because there's a playoff second leg and it's Liverpool-Southampton, so I might do that. Wednesday night, Europa League final. So yeah, we've got watch alongs every day this week. And of course, next Sunday, it will be a watch along on here. Every single game kicking off at the same time. So will we still have a title race going on? Will we have a race for top 4? Yes, we will. Top 4 will go to final day. You can guarantee that's going to happen now with Spurs winning here. It's definitely going to go to the final day. Relegation, I would imagine that will be going to final day as well. So yes, film watch along is on Thursday, mates, Sherman, on Twitch. So make sure you tune into my Twitch channel. I think the link's in the video description for my Twitch channel. So if you want to get involved in the film watch along this week and want a reminder, make sure you just click the link in the description, give us a follow, come back. You'll get a reminder then. Nick says you're very handsome. Well, somebody always finds somebody beautiful. That's what I say. Hopefully we all find somebody, and I found Nick. Okay, so we are getting very close to the start of this game, and look, Liverpool have won the FA Cup. Somebody was saying there, what do you think about Liverpool winning the FA Cup? As an Englishman, I've got loads of experience about penalties, and it is what it is. I can't really say much more about that. It is what it is, isn't it? You know, they do and did deserve to win it on penalties. I don't think anybody can argue with that. And, you know, we'll see what happens with the league. And that's why I want Man City to win. So, yeah, we'll see what happens with the league. I can't say anything more than that. What have I just done here? I want that to be big. That's what she said. There we go. I want that one down there. I want you to be small. Smaller than that. I'm just trying to get my scores set up for the game. There we go. Right, we're set. What's 34 plus? Oh, yeah, Joe. Yeah. Good one. Spurs win. Massive win for Spurs. Massive win for Spurs. That puts the pressure onto Arsenal. That's all they could do. Put the pressure onto Arsenal for tomorrow night. We were doing a watch along for that, of course. Good win. Good win for Arsenal. Right, I've just got to change the channel very quickly. So let me just stand up. Ridiculous. One day I'll have a setup where I change the channel sat down, and but unfortunately my Skybox doesn't pick up the remote control. It did when I had it installed. I purposely said I have a problem with this, so I purposely did it, and it just doesn't work now. I suppose I get a bit of a stretch. You know? I'm back now. Anyway, they've bloody started. The games have started. I've got to get the timer going now. We've started here. We've started, everybody. So let me just get the timer ready. We've only had 30 seconds. It's 4-0 to West Ham. Imagine, it's not really 4-0 to West Ham. It's not 4-0 to West Ham at all. So we've had 45 seconds. I'm just about to start the clock on the screen. Don't worry. I know some of you get really, really panicky about that. So we've had 45 seconds here. And there we go. We've got it on screen for you. Everybody calm down. Calm down. There we go. Right. So, is it on the screen? It is on the screen. West Ham. And we've got all the scores on the screen for me. So I can give you updates as they happen. Come on, West Ham, says Joshua. So I'm really excited about this one because there are so many different angles here. I imagine Arsenal fans will want West Ham to win, so United are put in the Conference League. Liverpool fans, it's a double hit for them. They want United in the Conference League, and they'll want West Ham to win for their title hopes. More importantly, United fans, we want West Ham to lose, so they can't go past us. But we want Man City to win because we don't want Liverpool to win the title. So Man City at West Ham is probably, probably wouldn't have many eyes on it normally, apart from West Ham and Man City fans. But I think this is a game that's got a lot of people's imagination. So let's see what happens. Really need City to get something out of this game, says Lars. Thoughts on Luton Town in the playoffs, says early chance. Fabianski's got it. Jack. I really hope Luton and Forest are playing in the playoff finals. Are Luton playing tomorrow night against Huddersfield? Because I know Forest and Sheffield United are on Tuesday night, aren't they? So, yes. Yeah, I hope Luton do get to the final. Because for me, I don't want Huddersfield or Sheffield United to come up. Sheffield United only just went last down. I can't stand this yo-yo effect of relegation. Good cross into the box. Ooh, I tell you what. Edison had to tip it out for a corner. That's where West Ham are dangerous. And they've won an early corner here. Bowen gets it onto his left foot, curls it in towards Antonio, and Edison was there just to palm it out the way for a corner. So it's a corner to West Ham here, and this is where their threat will be. Headed away. There's a pile on in the box, but it's cleared by Man City. Oh, free header! Oh my life. Dawson with a free header in the box, and he heads it over. It's a huge chance for West Ham. Huge chance. Cross comes back in. They clear the corner, but they don't clear it properly. And he would have been onside here, Dawson. It's a mismatch against Zinchenko. He doesn't even jump. And he heads it over, and he should score. A player of his calibre, heading ability, he should be hitting the target there, Dawson. And he heads it over the bar. Dawson's Creek. Dawson's crap. That worked quite well, actually. I used to love Dawson's Creek. Somebody will think it's something completely different. Not Dawson's Crack. I know there's a video about that, but yeah, I used to love Dawson's Creek. It's probably way before a lot of your time. Yeah, Burnley have lost. We'll have a look at the league table in a minute, but this is going to be a good game as well. I want Man City to win, but I don't think it's going to be a straightforward one. Macarena loved it too. Right, just in the first half, I'm going to get this done because this is not the main poll. At half time, we're going to do. At half time, we're going to do best Premier League attacker of the season, which is going to be really good because we've got to have 8 attackers, and that means you can't have De Bruyne in there. So it's going to be interesting. But, well, actually, I don't know what we're doing at half-time. You're going to be voting for it. We're either going to do best Premier League goalkeeper of the season, best defender of the season, best midfielder of the season, best fullback of the season, worst player of the year. So you get to vote on that. But before we do that, we're going to do what I tried to do yesterday and ruined, Premier League manager of the season. So we got to the semi-final stage, and I messed it up in the final. So our final 4 was Klopp, Howe, Conte, and Pep. And we're talking about Premier League manager of the month, manager of the year. So don't start thinking Klopp's won the Carabao and the FA Cup and he's in the Champions League final, so he's the best. We're only interested in their Premier League form, and you've got to look at their circumstances as well, because obviously Eddie Howe took over with Newcastle bottom of the league and got them to mid-table. Conte took over with Spurs shit and has them in the top 4 at the moment. So yes, we are looking at not their European form or their domestic cup form. We're looking at their Premier League form. So the first semi-final is Klopp against Howe. So get voting in the chat there. Klopp against Howe. Klopp's probably going to do a little bit better now because he won the FA Cup last night. It was very close between Klopp and Howe yesterday. I think it was 51% to 49%, something like that. That would be right. Hi Mark, if Man United collapsed, who would you support? Says Louis. I have no answer, Louis, because it's not something I expect to happen, and I don't think it's easy, whether the club stops running or not, to transfer your support. It would never collapse. Even in the worst situation, it would just start in the lower leagues and you'd support it from there. You don't transfer your support just because a club goes out of business. Good tempo to this game, though. We've had 7 minutes. And West Ham are giving a go, which they will do. It's a difficult game for Man City, this. It could be a tight game. I'm going to predict 1 goal in it. I think it'll be like 2-1 or something like that. But I will go City. Klopp's dominating Howe at the moment. He's got 55%. I'm loving these polls. I don't have to get involved. It's completely decided by you, the community. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. Everyone's welcome on That's Football. We're only about 50 away from 681,000 on the road to 700k. We'll be doing the Champions League in a couple of weeks. I think we're going to do the playoff final as well the next day. Got the Europa League final on Wednesday. We're doing that. We've got Newcastle Arsenal tomorrow night, which is massive. Spurs have beaten Burnley 1-0, by the way. So, yes. Jake says, do Liverpool deserve the quadruple after winning 2 of their trophies on penalty shootouts? You know what? There's 2 answers to that question. The first one, and the most important one, is the history books will say they won the Carabao and the FA Cup. In 10 years' time, not many people will be going on about how they won it with penalties. Also, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup are the 2 least glamorous of the quadruple. The Champions League, they've worked to win. The Premier League is a 38-game season. So I don't think if Liverpool win the quadruple, people will say, yeah, but they won 2 of them on penalty shootouts, because the 2 they've won on penalty shootouts against Chelsea, who are a good side, and that's the rules. If they somehow win the league and then they win the Champions League on penalty shootout, that would be a very weird quadruple. But yeah, I mean, it is weird that they've won 2 on penalty shootouts, but I mean, who can you blame in that? Chelsea had chances in both finals, and they didn't take them. So the rules are the rules. I've got no sour grapes towards Liverpool. I didn't want them to win, but Chelsea had their opportunities and they didn't take them. It's 1-0 to Watford against Leicester. 1-0 to Watford against Leicester. They're at home to Leicester. Obviously, Watford are already relegated, and the big game we're keeping an eye on the scoreboards is Leeds against Brighton. But it's 1-0 to Watford against Leicester, and it's Pedro who has scored the goal for them. Nil-nil in all the other games. Villa are playing Palace. Watford are playing Leicester. Leeds are playing Brighton. And Wolves are playing Norwich. Klopp's won. I'm going to end the poll because it's not even been close. 58% for Klopp. 42% for Eddie Howe. So Klopp's into the final again, which means our second semi-final. It's interesting how yesterday it was closer than that. Maybe the FA Cup's helped him out. But our second semi-final is Conte. Great job he's done at Spurs. Came into a mess in was it November or October? Late October maybe it was. And Pep Guardiola going for his second title. What are your thoughts on that? Conte versus Pep. Yesterday, Conte won to get to the final. Remember, it's Premier League form we're looking at here. Even with Klopp, it's Premier League form. Don't be tainted by what he's done in the Champions League, the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup. It's about Premier League form. So Conte versus Pep. Get in the chats. Will says Moyes is better than Howe, to be fair. But yeah, but Moyes got knocked out, mate. So it's not. We're not ranking managers. We're trying to find manager of the year. This is not. We're not ranking them. That's not how we're doing it. So 11 minutes gone here. Man City dominating the ball, but the best chance of the game falling to West Ham with a free header for Dawson on the back post, and he headed it over the bar. We're 30 subs away from 681,000, so please subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. The only goal in the 2 o'clock kickoffs is for Watford. They're 1-0 up against Leicester. But of course, they're already relegated. They're already down. Thanks for subscribing, Ashaz. Conte holds the lead at the moment, 55% to 45%, but get your votes in. We're doing Premier League Manager of the Year. Klopp's in the final. Who's going to join him, Conte or Pep? Brendan Rodgers has had a shocker this year. Who was it who said that? It was the real G. He has had a shocker this year. I mean, I don't know whether Leicester would look to sell him, but they have had a shocker. They put all their eggs in the basket to the Conference League and got knocked out. Yeah, Leicester have massively underachieved. Lars says Anthony Taylor is the ref. Yes, I don't know where he stands on Man City. And West Ham will clear that. Veer says Conte's great and Pep's just about money. It's coming down though, 54%. I would get Premier League Manager of the Year because I won the Champions League in my first year. I did finish 12th, but I did win the Champions League. I don't know how I did it. Here's De Bruyne. West Ham playing compact. West Ham would be happy with a point as well. I mean, sure, they'll want to win, but a point would be good for them. It would put them 2 points behind United. But they know if they win at Brighton, they'd be ahead of us. And I don't think we'd win against Palace. And their goal difference is better than us as well. So that would force us to need to beat Palace. Because if we drew against Palace and they beat Brighton, they'd still be above us on goal difference. So a point's not a bad result for West Ham. Can you keep Man City out for 90 minutes? That's the thing. It's Bernardo Silva. Man City having a lot of... This is what Man City do, of course. Edge of the opposition's box. Keep in possession. Probe. I think this is the plan for the whole game. Nice little ball into Cancelo. Not a great cross. And West Ham looking to bring it away. Good tackle by De Bruyne. So we'll do a countdown down here. Conte against Pep. 10 seconds. 10, 9... 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and it's 54% to Conte and it's 46% for Pep, which means that it had just come down to, well, 53%, yeah, it'll be 53 point something, won't it, and 46 point something, that's how it works. So, yes, it's a Conte versus Klopp final in Manager of the Year, Premier League Manager of the Year, as decided by the That's Football community, which I actually think is better than the people who will actually decide it, because there'll just be suits and sponsors and stuff like that. So it's Klopp versus Conte in the final for Premier League Manager of the Year. Remember, this is Premier League. Don't think about FA Cups or Champions League finals. Premier League form. What they've done, the circumstances they've inherited, what they've spent, January transfer window. Obviously, Klopp did well with Diaz, and Conte's done well with Kulusevski and Bentancur. So get your vote in. Is it Conte or Klopp for Premier League Manager of the Year? Will we get a repeat of yesterday where Conte took an early lead of 64% and then Klopp started coming back? we'll have to wait and see if we get the exciting final that I ruined yesterday. So, Man City, lots of possession here on the attack. 15 minutes gone. Still no goals in any of the other games. Tottenham beat Burnley at 12 o'clock kickoff. 1-0 to Tottenham. Puts them ahead of Arsenal, who play tomorrow night against Newcastle. Huge game in the top 4 race. It's going to go to the final day no matter what, but who will be ahead on the final day? West Ham having to put a lot of defensive work in here. Interestingly, for Conte, he hasn't had the big lead at the start of this poll. It's 50-50 at the moment. So does that mean good for Klopp? Oh, it's a mistake! Keeper drops it and then he gives a foul. It's 50-50 between Conte and Klopp for Manager of the Year after 3,500 votes. Don't hit the end poll. Don't hit the end poll. That's the thing. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. Massive game this between West Ham and... I mean, that could have been a penalty on Jesus. Just saw that. That should have potentially been a penalty on Jesus. Klopp's taken a lead. 51%. Conte deserves it, says Ali. Klopp 100%, says Haas. With Chelsea's new owners promising to invest 1.5 billion over the next decade, do you think Rice will end up moving there? I think he could force a move. Yeah, I've been saying it for a long, long time. I do have a bit of information on it, and I've always had that information on it, that Rice desperately wants to go to Chelsea, and I think that I do think he'll go this summer. I think West Ham have got to be realistic. Lovely running by Antonio here. Good tackle by Fernandinho, though. But he's still got it, Antonio. And it's a foul. It's going mad, Antonio. Klopp's pulling away here. This is what I thought might happen. Because yesterday, Conte took an early lead of 64% and Klopp came back. But Conte hasn't had the early lead, so I feel that Klopp's just going to start to pull away here. We've got a goal for Leicester. It's 1-1. No, we haven't got a goal for Leicester. Yes, we have got a goal for Leicester. Sorry, we have got a goal for Leicester. It is 1-1. Leicester City have equalised against Watford. 1-1. Thanks, John. It's a nervous game, this, isn't it? 18 minutes gone. West Ham looking a threat on the break. Man City struggling to break them down. I mean, I want Man City to score first anyway, but I think for the good of the game, it would be good if Man City score first, because West Ham will have to open up a bit. I think it should have been a penalty to City. Yeah, I agree. Who scored for Leicester? James Maddison, assisted by Tillemans. Massive fan from Almost Heaven, West Virginia. Keep it up, man. This is Matthew Carpenter. Thank you, Matthew. And this doesn't make any sense at all. It's based on Premier League. Pep has to win it. If Conte has been Pep, he should be easy beat Klopp as well. Lewis doesn't understand the quiz. Thank you, Lewis. I mean, this is where people go wrong. You don't just give Premier League Manager of the Year to Pep. That's what fair weather fans do. Oh, Grealish had a free header there. I didn't even get it. Yeah, just because Pep's won the Premier League, it doesn't make him Premier League Manager of the Year. I understand why some people would put him as that, but ultimately, Pep has got an open checkbook and a very, very good side. And he's a very good manager. You might want Pep to win it, but what about Thomas Frank with Brentford? Nailed on to go down, comfortably stayed up. What about Eddie Howe with Newcastle? Bottom of the league, keeps them up comfortably. What about Conte? Comes into a Spurs side that's an absolute mess. They got stuffed by United at home. That's how bad they were. He's come in and got them into the top four. So you've got to look at the circumstances in a Premier League Manager of the Year. And obviously what Pep's done doesn't get the respect that a Conte or a Klopp's done. But I think it's going to be a Klopp win because he's gone up to 54%. And in fairness, I have to be fair. I've got to do the countdown. And if it doesn't come down to 53%, Then Klopp wins. 10, 9, I'm doing the fingers again. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me just double check. Jurgen Klopp is the winner. He is the Premier League Manager of the Year, as voted for by you, with 54%. It was 50. I mean, last night I think Conte was going to win. So it's maybe that FA Cup thing, recency. I don't know. I'm from West Virginia too, says Conrad Henry. Thank you very much for the super chat there. So Jurgen Klopp is your That's Football Community Premier League Manager of the Year. Be interesting to see if the award givers give it to that. Conte was winning yesterday, but I had to do. I mean, he did win yesterday, but I messed it up. So I've got to take the blame there. So, yeah, we're going to do another one at half-time, but 21 minutes gone here. Cancelo, lovely play by Cancelo. Good cross and cleared away by West Ham. Therefore, it wasn't a good cross, technically. Good tackle there. Oh, deflection and over the bar. West Ham, corner to Man City. Deflected off Dawson. Yeah, well, I would have given... I don't give my opinion until the end because I don't want to influence it, but I would have gone with Conte. I would have gone with Klopp. Reluctantly because he's a Liverpool manager, but yeah, I do think what they've done this season has been relentless. And yeah, what about Ralph Rangnick? What he's had to deal with this year was crazy, and he did well considering. This is Brian. No, he's had to deal with a lot, but you can't say that really. Leeds are losing to Brighton, by the way. 1-0 Brighton. That is a good result for Burnley. So, yeah, it's all going on. It's all going on here. Fernandinho, Bernardo Silva tried to shoot from a silly angle. Fernandinho just over the bar. Good hit. They're knocking on the door. It's 2-1 to Leicester as well. Lots of goals coming in here at the moment. Leicester have taken a 2-1 lead. Brighton have taken a 1-0 lead. In lots of games kicking off at the same time, but Leeds are, of course, at home to Brighton. They need to find a win. Brighton stuffed United last week. Danny Welbeck scores, assisted by Basuma. 1-0 to Brighton at Leeds. Leicester have gone 2-1 up from 1-0 down. It's Jamie Vardy, assisted by James Maddison. Maddison's got a goal and an assist. Vardy's back in town. It's 2-1 against Watford. I'd have fancied Leicester to come back into that game, to be fair. But 1-0 to Brighton against Leeds. And it could be 1-0 to West Ham. It is! It is! Bowen has scored for West Ham. I don't bloody believe it. I don't bloody believe it. I had a bad feeling about today. I had a bad feeling about today. This is bad on so many levels. So many levels. There's no way Bowen's offside. He's on as well. Oh, I feel sick. I genuinely feel sick. It's 1-0 to West Ham. He's onside, Bowen. This is a terrible result if you don't want Liverpool to win the league. And it's a terrible goal if you don't want United to play in the Conference League. But it's a great goal for West Ham. And it's an even bigger goal for Liverpool, in fact. It's 1-0 to West Ham. I had a bad feeling about today, I've got to be honest. Well taken goal by Bowen as well. Pep looks devastated. His defence is weakened. God. Big goal. Big goal. West Ham take the lead and they'll sit and park the bus now. I mean, they've basically been parking the bus anyway, hitting on the brake. That is their right. City under pressure, the West Ham crowd rocking. It's a big result for them if they can get it. Oh, feel sick now. I mean, if United end up in the Conference League, you've got to deal with that. But if Liverpool end up winning the league, oh, for God's sake. Catastrophe here for United. People will say why. West Ham have put us in the Conference League position, but I'm more concerned about Liverpool winning the league. What's the goal difference situation? United are currently in the Conference League. Yes, we are. We are. The league table position. +6 goal difference Man City have. 3 points ahead of Liverpool with a +6 goal difference. I mean, look, teams have been to Southampton and smashed them. Tuesday night could be a very interesting game because you'd say +6 is a good goal difference, but how many teams have been to Southampton and won by, well, Leicester did it by 9. The Mighty Dab says Man City got a better goal difference. Yeah, what's Liverpool's game in hand? Southampton. It's not over, is it? Just ask Bristol Rovers. It can be done. It can be done. This is bad. It's raining. Pep's. Well, no, he's got to get something here to give himself a little bit of breathing space on the final day. But West Ham are very, very confident here. And they're in again. They're breaking this line all the time. On the break. I'd get Grealish off. I don't know whether we've got any Man City fans, but I don't think Grealish is up to this level. I really don't. This sort of a game, he's not used to it. You've got people like Sterling, who is lovely play by Dawson there, just tackles De Bruyne. I'd take Grealish off. Take Grealish off now, get Gundogan on or get Sterling on. Get somebody who's got a bit of experience in this sort of an environment. I mean, he's not going to do that, I don't think, but that left-hand side is weak. Zinchenko and Grealish. Sharon says, get City fan, Grealish off and Foden on. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, I don't know why he's picked Grealish. I looked at that and I thought Foden on the bench, Sterling on the bench. Grealish starting in a game like this. Weird. No way we got Frankie de Jong in the Conference League, says the real G. Gerrard's going to stop City on the last day, says JC. They like a break here, City. Well, it's going to be an exciting game now. West Ham are winning 1-0. Brighton are beating Leeds 1-0. And obviously it's 2-1 between Leicester and Watford. Man United would not be in this position if the board had got some players in January to fill the hole in midfield, says Brian. I need a stretch. Just giving the Scousers hope to take it away, says Dan. Loads of Liverpool fans are West Ham fans today. That's a corner, that is. Surely Fabianski gets a tip on that. Yeah, it is Gerrard against Man City at the Etihad on the final day with his Villa side. I wouldn't expect Villa to go to the Etihad and stop Man City winning, to be fair. I don't rate that Villa defence, but he'll have them ready for it, Gerrard. It's certainly got that fantasy about it, hasn't it? That drama. We've already had half an hour here. West Ham are 1-0 up, and they deservedly are 1-0 up. And somebody said to me the other week, you know, there's no way that Man City will be able to win all these games in a row. Zinchenko with the cross. Declan Rice is having a good game. Rodri, De Bruyne. Zinchenko puts a cross in, but of course there's not going to be anybody in that box. I don't know. They've got nobody with height to get on the end of that. Good roll out again, and look at West Ham. It's just perfect for them to hit on the break, and it's Antonio. And has he won the free kick? Yes, he has. Yes, he has. Frodo says, I swear this guy secretly wants Liverpool to win the league. Quadruple. Mate, you haven't got a fucking clue who I am then. I feel sick inside. Brighton still beating Leeds 1-0. Big game for Leeds. It's going to come down to Leeds and Burnley, isn't it? So angry, Man City should have had a penalty to Sir Nigel Farage. They should have done. It should have been a penalty on Jesus. Pep wanted to do what Klopp did in Newcastle, says Jack Jones. Here's Grealish, who I think's the weak link. Oh, that's a foul by Bowen. He'll get booked as well. Half time, we're going to do another poll. Take Grealish off half time and bring on Mahrez. Yeah. Why is Mahrez is already on? Mahrez is already on, isn't he? I'm sure Mahrez started the game. Yeah, Mahrez is already on. He's on the right hand side. Just not had the ball. Bring Foden on. Bring Sterling on. But do something. Ben's feeling sick. Yeah. United fans are all feeling a bit sick at the moment. This puts West Ham above United and puts United in the Conference League, but it also gives Liverpool a shot at the title again. Antonio says, when's the next Talk Sport gig? I don't know, mate. There may not be one. It was always a one-off. Is that Anthony Taylor refereeing? That's never a good thing, says Joshua Bowater. Pep's angry. Plenty of time to go. Plenty of time to go. Of course, the title could be won on goal difference. It's happened to City before. That's a bad kick out by Fabianski. Here's Grealish. Loses the ball. Thanks everyone who's tuning in. I'm desperately trying to just sort a couple of things out there. De Bruyne. Oh, why didn't Rodri hit that first time, you prat? Hi, Mark. What do you make of Eddie Howe's season at Newcastle, says Matt. I think he's done well. I think Eddie Howe has done well, yeah. Normal one says the look on City fans' faces. It's the same look on Man United fans' faces, mate. Look, I don't want to play in the Conference League. But I'll happily play in the Conference League if it means Liverpool don't win the quadruple. But because that's our biggest rivalry. But at the moment, this result puts us in the Conference League and also gives Liverpool a chance at the title, which I don't want to see. %78% possession for Man City, but they are losing 1-0. We won't get any decent play if we play in the Conference League, irrespective of Eric Ten Hag's relationships, says Anshaman. I tell you what, I wanted City to win anyway. I think I'll be celebrating a City goal at this rate. This is bloody tense. This is why I wanted to do this. I told you it was an enormous game. It's not just West Ham against Man City. There's so many other fans with so many different emotions in this. United fans, we want City to win. We need them to win for two reasons. We don't want to be in the Conference League, and we don't want Liverpool to win the league. Liverpool fans, they're loving it at the moment. Oh, Jesus shoots wide, you crap twat. It is embarrassing. As a United fan, I'm embarrassed that I want City to win, but the rules are the rules. It is what it is. We've had a shite season. Lots of people not happy with the camera angle. Half-time poll we're going to do. You can vote what we're going to do. Half-time poll. We're going to do Prem attacker of the season. Prem goalkeeper of the season. Or we'll do all of these at some point anyway, but you can decide which one we're going to do today. So what we'll do is at half time, when you decide which one we're going to do, Prem attacker of the season, Prem goalkeeper of the season, or Prem CDM of the season, when we do that, good block from West Ham there. When you decide which one we're doing, we'll find 8 players and then we'll work through it. So Klopp won the managers poll. Still 2-1 to Leicester away to Watford. Still 1-0 to Brighton away to Leeds. And obviously West Ham are beating Man City here at the moment. It's 0-0 between Villa and Palace, and it's 0-0 between Wolves and Norwich. It's not 1-1 here. We have got a goal between Villa have scored apparently. It's not updated on my screen yet. But I think we might have a Norwich goal. We have. Norwich have scored 1-0 away to Wolves. Wolves are terrible. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Here's Grealish on the left. Links across to the back post. Oh, that was crap. Zinchenko, wide. Goal kick to West Ham. This sucks if Liverpool win the league because City might win everything next year, and hard to be Man United fan, but looking forward to Ten Hag coming, says Brian. Mate, it more than sucks. It more than sucks if Liverpool win the league, because they'll win a bloody quadruple. The Charity Shield is at the King Power, says Get Clap. Why? Villa's still 0-0 with Palace, by the way. Pukki has scored for Norwich away to Wolves at the Molineux, so it's 1-0 there. Seven minutes to go to half time. Get your votes in on the poll. What you want us to do at half time? We've got Premier League attacker of the season, Premier League goalkeeper of the season, Premier League CDM of the season. Most people, I think, are going for Premier League attacker of the season, which is absolutely fine. You can get involved in that. The only game without a goal at the moment is Villa and Palace. So this is, I don't know. You know, sometimes you don't want to be live for a watch along. That's football has always been my therapy away from United. This is not enjoyable to watch here at the moment. It would be funny if Liverpool won the quadruple by winning all the cups on penalties and the league on goal difference. Oh, the bad elf. Imagine that. They could win the title on goal difference, and they could obviously win every final on penalties. I mean, Liverpool fans, I'm sure, would take that, but I'm sure you'd like to win something outright, which is outright. Goal difference and penalties is outright, but you know what I mean. If Liverpool win the quadruple, we have no right to talk about Ollie's tap-in anymore. Guy did more harm than good. Liverpool's enhancement was during Ollie's reign, to Zakil. Well, you know, that is something that I have thought about. I will be honest, and I'm sure United fans have thought about as well. This quadruple that Liverpool are potentially working towards. The last 3 years under Ollie have just been terrible, and we've put up no fight. And you know, the guy that won us the treble, how much part of it does he have to blame if Liverpool win everything? I wouldn't, you know, the 99 was one of the greatest lives of my life as a football fan, but if Liverpool win the quadruple, it's better than the treble. It's a fact. Four's more than 3. Devils 58 Red says that Taylor's giving West Ham everything here. This is a nightmare scenario, says Drawty. Grealish, who I think needs to come off. Good play by Bernardo Silva. I mean, West Ham, Man City have got the quality. You feel at some point that they'll have a big chance, but West Ham on the break, they are capable. And Antonio is having a really good game as the hold-up play. He'll love this. Antonio's getting very angry. He wants fouls. Oh, lovely flick by Bernardo Silva. Jesus needs to move this quicker. Please City win, says Imperial X. I'm sure there's plenty of Liverpool fans saying please City lose. Oh, I don't care about Ajax scores, Che. They've already won the league, mate. Two-one, 1-0. Still, yeah, no changes in the Prem. Three minutes to half time. I hope AC Milan wins Serie A, says Liam. Hi Mark, got my GCSEs tomorrow. Wish me luck, says Alex. Yep, good luck, Alex. Renate, shout out. Thank you very much. Two minutes to go to half time. And at the moment, West Ham have done this perfectly well. Look, it's a very frustrating way to play, but this is what Moyes always does. Whether he's going to Anfield, Old Trafford, whether he's doing it here, this is what Moyes does. Parks the bus, hits on the brake. Kufal with the foul on Grealish. Doesn't really help Man City here because I don't fancy them to score from a cross. Yeah, I'm keeping an eye on this Leeds-Brighton game. So we're going to do Premier League Attacker of the Season, 61% if you want that. So I need 8 candidates for Premier League Attackers of the Season. So if people can start telling me in the chat who you want as your candidates. Obviously, Ronaldo is going to be in there. Salah does count, yeah. Mane. If you're playing if you're playing a front three, you can be there, definitely. Salah, Mane, yes. Son. I think you've got to put. I think you have got to put Kane in there. Yeah, I think Kane's got to be in there. So I've got 5 at the moment. De Bruyne is not an attacker; he's a midfielder, so we're not putting him in. Bowen. So Saka's in. It's 2-0 to West Ham! For fuck's sake, man! This is a bloody disaster! I've had enough of this season! Somebody wake me up! Somebody wake me up! I cannot believe what is happening this season. It's written in the bloody stars. I'm going to throw up. I'm going to throw up. I can't believe it. I feel absolutely sick. The goal difference is coming down. They're above us in the fucking league. What's happening with Man City? What the bloody hell are you doing? He's miles on as well. Miles on. What the fuck are you looking for offside for, you thick twats? What a Man City, what are they doing? Like, what are they doing? It's like they're doing it on purpose. Absolute joke. I can't believe this. Absolute joke. Moyes is schooling Pep here. What's the point in possession if you do fuck all with it, you stupid twat? No wonder you got knocked out by Conte in the semi-final. Premier League Manager of the Year? Bloody joke. You got Moyes. Oh, just... I can't believe it. I cannot believe this. We've got no right as United fans to be moaning at Man City. We are masters of our own downfall, but I'm starting to throw up at the prospect of Liverpool winning the bloody league. Oh, Jesus Christ. Get fucking Grealish off. Go and do a modelling job with Prada. Bloody useless he is. This is embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Bottled it. That's half time as well. Oh. I feel like I'm asleep. And this is the worst case scenario happening right in front of my eyes. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. This ain't no joke. He's shit. Why is Fernandinho playing at centre-back as well? He's crap. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I said it to Man City fans. Aki's crap. Oh, he's actually quite good. If Aki's so bloody good, why is he playing Fernandinho at centre-back? Why is he putting Grealish on the wing and putting Foden on the bench? What's that all about? You're not playing midweek. You've got no Champions League football. Why the fuck is Foden on the bench and Sterling on the bench and Grealish is starting in a massive game? What's Pep trying to do? What are you trying to do, mate? It's your toughest game left. Away to West Ham, who are going to go for it because they need to. And you're playing Fernandinho at centre-back and Grealish on the bloody left wing. What a joke. What a joke. I can't believe it. That is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. And not in a Gary Barlow way. It's not fantastic. Although Gary Barlow is a Liverpool fan, I'm sure he's very, very happy. Just sickening. Absolutely sickening. Oh, I just don't know what to say. United fans are going on about the Conference League. I'll be honest with you now. If we're in the Conference League, we deserve to be in the Conference League. I'm worried about Liverpool winning the quadruple. That is what I'm worried about now. This is FIFA scripting in real life. I can't take us playing in the Conference League, says Mason Reed. And they do it on purpose. Mark Goldbridge perfectly fits the scenario the way it's going for Manchester United, says AMK. Bottle City, says God Henke. This is FIFA scripting. We've done that one. And all you've been doing is moaning about City. We don't want you to support us. Inject your tears, says Amit. That's a very... Mate, I don't think you're a City fan. When did you stop supporting Chelsea, Amit? Was it last year or maybe 5 years ago? If you're a City fan, you ain't going to sit there saying inject your tears. You might be losing the league, mate. You might win fuck all. So don't start talking to me about, oh, you don't mind that you're losing to West Ham. You're not a bloody fan. Go and find your Chelsea shirt. In fact, you won't want to support them. Who are you going to support now? Liverpool? Pratt. Anyway, look, I thought we will do the poll, but this is absolutely huge. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. Liverpool have a game in hand. They're 3 points behind Man City. The goal difference is 5. They're playing Southampton on Tuesday night. If they beat Southampton 5-0 or 6-0 or whatever, they're on the same points. They could be above them. It all comes down to Gerrard at the Etihad on Sunday. Don't say it's not possible when Man City are playing like that. Man City look shite. Man City look terrible. So it's possible. Mark, have you not seen the goal difference, says Funky? Mate! Funky Phil? Stupid Phil? What are you talking about, have you not seen the goal difference? They're playing Southampton on Tuesday. Who's the team that's capable of getting battered? If the one team you don't want Liverpool to be playing in their game in hand, it's bloody Southampton. They've been on the beach since Christmas. That Liverpool team could be 4-0 up after 10 minutes. I am not the way they look. Did you see what Bristol Rovers did? They needed to win 7-0 to go up, and they won 7-0. Liverpool are more than capable of getting 7 goals against that Southampton side, and then the title's in their hands. So the way this season's going, I'm not joking. I wouldn't be surprised if Liverpool go and beat Southampton 7-0, and then they're top with goal difference. So, look, something's going on. This season's been an embarrassment after embarrassment. Let's be honest, Liverpool quadruple and Conference League is the most likely way it will end. Aram, look, my worst moment in Premier League football is Aguero! I literally turned the TV off and didn't turn Sky Sports on for 3 months. I didn't want to see it. I didn't want to hear it. To this day, it haunts me. That is nothing, absolutely nothing, to United recording their lowest ever Premier League total, being in the Conference League and Liverpool winning a quadruple. You literally couldn't write a worse scenario. Liverpool knock United's treble side into the bin and become the greatest team in English football, and United have the lowest ever Premier League points total and end up in the Conference League. I mean, really, it can't get much worse than that. People will say we could get relegated. You don't. United and Liverpool, they don't get bloody relegated. That never happens. This would be... Oh, it just makes me want to hurl. But look, as much as I don't want to say it, West Ham have played the perfect game. Defensively, Man City are not causing them any problems. Offensively, Antonio is bullying Fernandinho, and Bowen they've countered really well. And Dawson had a very good free header in the first 5 minutes. So West Ham deserved the lead based on the way that they've approached the game. Look, the style of football I don't think is great, but you can't... Klopp was on about this last week against Spurs. You can't expect West Ham and Spurs to play against Liverpool, Man City and go, yeah, we'll have a go at that tiki-taka stuff. They're going to come and play to their strengths, and West Ham have played to their strengths. They've played deep, they've parked the bus, and then they've hit on the break, and they're 2-0 up, and you can't argue with that. What I would argue with is, and I'm not a City fan, is why you would play Jack Grealish in a game like this. He has... This is high-end football. This is high-pressure, win a Premier League football. Pick players who know how to bloody do it, not Grealish. That left-hand side is dead. And surprise, surprise, Bowen scored 2 goals. That Zinchenko's crap as well. If Liverpool equal the goal difference, we'll be on yellow cards, says Tom. Only thing that might mean Liverpool don't smash Southampton is tiredness and no Salah, says Alex. Yeah, but they're still good. Mane, Jota, Diaz. Mark, you forgot about the half-time poll. We will do it, Elmo. We will do it. But at the moment... Southampton haven't lost 9-0 yet this season, so it's due from Liverpool, says Conor Gregor. Look, mate, I tell you, it's written in the bloody stars. They've won the bloody... this is written in the stars. I'm telling you now. Sometimes fate has a way of telling you what's going to happen. They've won the Carabao Cup on penalties. They've won the FA Cup on penalties. They're in the Champions League final already. And... to win the league, it looks like they'll have to smash Southampton. Oh, you know what's going to happen. Ralph in 5-month matches, Pep and Tuchel for trophies, is Wayne List. As this game goes on, I'm getting more and more angry. Not to City or West Ham, but those United players who've let us down, says Raz. Look, this is... Ultimately, Southampton are going to get destroyed 9-0, says AMK. Ultimately, this is on United. As a United fan, I can't get angry with City. I can't get angry with West Ham. I can't get angry with Liverpool. This is on United. This is on United. We played Liverpool twice and we took nothing from them. Absolutely nothing. If we took 1 point from Liverpool, the situation wouldn't have been happening. But we're crap, and you think back to that annihilation at Old Trafford under Ollie. This is why this is happening. City should have had a penalty and then it's a different game, says the Mr. Clutch. Yeah, well, refereeing is refereeing, isn't it? I can't talk about that. The refereeing standard's terrible. Imagine the watch-along reaction for that Aguero moment, says John Kemp. I wouldn't have done it, mate. I'd refuse to do it. Please do subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. I told you. People were like, why are you doing this game? And I said, because it's got such... It's not West Ham against Man City. There's fans that want different things. There's Liverpool fans who want this. There's United fans who want that. It's got so many levels to this game, and it's delivered in the way that Liverpool fans would have wanted, but obviously United fans don't. They've had the jammiest Champions League run of fixtures too, says Kian. And United are on for Conference League now if West Ham hold on and win their last game. Is that right? Says Ross Gunn. West Ham wouldn't have to win their last game. They're above United. We've got the same points. If it stays like this, they could lose to Brighton. If we lose to Palace, they've got the Europa League. So it's very much in West Ham's hands at the moment. I'd fancy West Ham to go to Brighton and win as well. So yeah, it's not great. It's not great. So I need 8 contenders for attacking Premier League Player of the Year. So we've got Ronaldo, Salah, Son, Mane, Kane, Saka. Are you happy for me to add in Diaz and Bowen, or is there anyone else that you would like to go? Gerrard could end up winning Liverpool the Premier League, written in the stars, as Shay. Yeah. Don't worry more. Wolves are getting pummeled by everyone, so we can surprise Liverpool at Anfield on the last day of the season and ruin the dream, says Matthew Paul. Yeah, Liverpool's last game of the season is Wolves. They can definitely boost their goal difference. I think it could come down to goal difference, and Liverpool have got Southampton and Wolves, 2 of the most on-the-beach teams left. Their goal difference is 5 at the moment. Yeah. Stevie G at the wheel says DSR. Do you really think that Man City are going to lose? I mean, look, Man City can definitely get back into it. They can do. But, yeah, I don't care what happens. Grealish is the worst signing in City's 14-year history, says AMK. You've got to put it on. You've got to put it onto Pep. Really, I know he likes to rotate, but I never would have done that. I don't even understand what a season with Conference League looks like for us. Who signs for a club that isn't even in Europa? Ronaldo in the conference, says Aram. And United board and players deserve this arrogance. I'm a United fan. I want Liverpool to win the quadruple. No, you're not a United fan, Jay. You're not a United fan. I'm sorry. You might think you're a United fan, and nobody should be told how to support a club, but I think there are certain rules, and you're not a United fan if you want Liverpool to win the quadruple. I'm sorry. I think even Liverpool fans would agree with me. You cannot be. You can't be a Liverpool fan that goes, I want United to win the quadruple to sort our club out if it's in a mess. You can't do that. You can't do that. That's not how football should be. We, Man United, have made this possible. Glazers out, says Alfie Davies. And it is what it is. Right. Leeds are losing 1-0 at half-time to Brighton. Yes. Aston Villa 0-0 with Palace. Watford are losing 2-1 at home to Leicester. It's obviously 2-0 here. And Wolves are losing to Norwich at home. I mean, who does that? Who does that? Wolves. I think Wolves' record is absolutely abysmal, isn't it, as well? Also, to add to the pain, Arsenal fans will make next season unbearable if they make the Champions League, says Just. And United board and players deserve this. Okay, so I'm going to start this. We'll be carrying it on into the second half, but we're going to start the poll for a Premier League attacking player of the season. So our first head-to-head is going to... We've got 8 candidates, sort of like we do it from quarterfinals to semi-finals to finals. So our first 2 to vote for is Cristiano Ronaldo or Jared Bowen, Premier League attacker of the season. Get your votes in on the first quarter-final. Jared Bowen's delivering here at the moment. He may well, might be a Liverpool. I think he'd do well at Liverpool as well. Mark, I can't take United in the Conference League. Says Red Devil Studio. Mate, I feel sick inside. Huddersfield are playing Luton tomorrow night, so we'll be able to keep you up to date with that because we're doing Newcastle against Arsenal. So Huddersfield against Luton in the playoff semi-final second leg, and on Tuesday night it's Nottingham Forest against Sheffield United in the Premier League playoff second leg there. Yes, it's a nervy time here. Look, if Man City can get back and get a point, that changes things massively. So, yeah. Huge. Please do subscribe, by the way. We're on the road to 700k. Everyone's welcome on That's Football. Although I am in absolute misery here as a United fan, we're down into the Conference League position and Liverpool have got a good chance of doing the quadruple. I'm absolutely feeling sick. This is That's Football and everybody's welcome, and I appreciate the fact that there'll be West Ham fans, Arsenal fans, Liverpool fans absolutely loving this. Yeah, that's football. We are witnessing the culmination of years of mismanagement at United from top to bottom, says Nick Music. And I'm not saying fans deserve this, but players like Bruno Maguire, who wants second chance, clearly deserves this, says Jay. And if the choice to come to United being relegated and Liverpool winning the quad, I'd take moving down to League One. Marcus, that's the thing. If anybody doesn't understand, Conference League is a real blow. A real blow. To be in the Conference League, you deserve... We probably deserved... You know what? Hands on heart, we deserve to be in the Conference League. We don't deserve Europa League. West Ham deserve to finish above us across the season. I will say that. You can clip that. You can do whatever you want with it. West Ham do deserve to finish above United this season. Absolutely. We've been absolutely terrible. West Ham have gone to Europa League semi-final and done the Premier League with the squad that they've got. They've played better football. They've played as a better team. They deserve to finish above us, West Ham. I don't want them to, but they do. The thing that makes me sick the most is that I remember a Manchester United side that was played for the fans, played for the club, the 99 treble winning side. They were fantastic. And if they lose their record because of the shit bastards United are now, then that's hard for any United fan. And to lose it to Liverpool, who will be more successful than the treble side if they win the quadruple, it's not just the United side this year that's beaten, it's the 99 side, and that would be a sickening blow. He's kept Grealish on here at half-time as well. It's almost like he's doing it on purpose. What is he doing? Are you into astrology, Mark? What's your sign, says David? I'm not. I don't know. If the choice came to United being... I've done that one. Okay, so Ronaldo is going to win this. He's got 66%. I thought Bowen might do it, you know, being as he scored 2 goals. I thought he'd get the Liverpool vote. But Ronaldo's through. He's, well, I'll count down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So Ronaldo goes through to the semi-finals in Premier League Attacker of the season with 65% of the vote. And next quarter-final for Premier League Attacker of the season is... Well, this is going to be good. This is going to be good. Look, to win it, you've got to beat everyone. So it's Salah versus Son. It's just the way the draw's fallen. Salah versus Son. Premier League Attacker of the season. Who gets your vote? Is there any way United can get the Champions League this season, says Rope. Are you having a laugh? Is he having a laugh? We don't deserve Europa. I'm fuming, says Jay. We don't. We don't. Son against Salah. I think this is going to be an interesting one. This second half's going to be an interesting one. City are 2-0 down. Good turn by Mahrez. Not a good cross. Scores are still the same. West Ham 2. Yep. Scores are still the same. I'm loving these polls, by the way. Just keeps things active. But we've got a great afternoon here already. Please subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We were only about 50 away from 681,000. Get involved with That's Football. You're all very, very welcome. I can see City getting a draw out of this, somebody said. I hope you can see it. I hope you're bloody right as well. I'm going for a big walk after this game. If West Ham win. Zinchenko puts a cross in. Grealish Goal for West Ham, for Man City. And it's Grealish who scores. Ironic. Get in. Grealish scores. Told you he was good. He was good. I didn't. I said take him off. I did say take him off. It deflects in. I don't bloody care. I really don't care. It's a goal for Grealish. The cross comes in. It's headed to the edge of the box. He hits it. It deflects off Dawson. I think Fabianski would have saved it. Liverpool fans will be fuming. West Ham fans will be fuming. There's no way that's going in until it deflects off Dawson. And it's 2-1. And we've got 42 minutes. 42 minutes here. Oh. This is tense. This is why we love football, everybody. You don't know which way it's going to go. De Bruyne! Oh, cross! Grealish! Oh, God. Thought they'd scored again there. Kick up the arse for Man City here. West Ham have got a long time to defend. But it's 2-1. Oh, this is great. That's football. It's exciting. I mean, if Rodri's handball against was called, the race might be even tighter, says Mahmood. Hi, Mark. Even if City lose this one, do you think Liverpool can win the next match by 5 or 6 to cover the goal difference? Yeah, but it's not. They don't have to just do it in the next game. They've got Wolves at home as well, haven't they? What if they beat Southampton 3-0, but then they beat Wolves 5-0? That's an 8-goal swing. Come on, there's plenty of time here. Don't rush it, Man City. Don't rush it. Calm down. Do your tiki-taka stuff. Tire them out. Probe them. Oh, I tell you what. Also, there's loads of excitement going on as well because we're doing the Premier League Attacker of the Season award, and the poll at the moment is between Son and Salah. That's not the final. This is a quarter-final. So it's Son against Salah to get into the semi-final, where we've got Ronaldo there already, and then we've got 2 other quarterfinals to do. So get involved in the poll. It's Son versus Salah, and it's 51% for Son, and it's 49% for Salah. I don't know whether I agree with that. 11,000 votes. Get your votes in. It's Salah against Son, and we'll do a 10-second countdown in a minute, and if it doesn't change, it will be Son. But Grealish is on the attack here. It's all going on. It's into Jesus. Tok says end the poll. It doesn't just end. I have to do the countdown. Otherwise, it's nil and void, which is what we saw yesterday. Nice ball. De Bruyne. He was going to put a cross in. He puts it in now. Grealish. That's a rubbish header, Grealish. You've gone back to being rubbish again. Right, I'm going to do a 10-second countdown. 10, 9. Get your votes in. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's check the poll. It's not refreshed. Why won't it refresh? Well, I'm going to end the poll. Son has knocked Salah out. That is a shock. 50% to 49%, but that means it will be 50 point something and 49 point something, and that is close. Salah's gone. Son's gone through. I totally disagree. Jesus! Shot. Saved by the keeper. Got to keep an eye on this. I'm shocked. I'm shocked that West Ham are winning, and I'm shocked that Son's just knocked out Salah. That we had 13,000 votes. Son has just knocked out Salah. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. Even as a United fan, I would have put Salah ahead of Son. So I'm stunned by that, but the public voted. 13,000 of you. I'll tell you what, Jesus would be a good signing for good block by Rice. Goal. No, it's a goal kick. Jesus would be a good signing for Arsenal. Well, no, there's some good points there. Apparently, Salah hasn't scored a non-penalty goal in a while. Son scored loads of non-penalty goals. So look, it's a bit like the Premier League Manager of the Year, isn't it? It's not just about, Salah plays for the best team. It's like, it's about what you're doing. So our next semi-final, our next quarter-final is Spurs against Liverpool again. It's Mane against Kane. Get your votes in. Mane or Kane, Premier League attacker of the season. Who would you go with out of those two? Leicester are winning 3-1, by the way. Leicester are winning 3-1. It's still 1-0 to Brighton against Leeds. No other goals in any of the other games, but Leicester lead 3-1. And it's Harvey Barnes assisted by Mark Albrighton. Leicester are winning here. Mane's gone into a big early lead. 53 minutes, 2-1 here. Take a stretch. Don't forget to tune in tonight, 8 o'clock on the United Stand. We've got our fan forum. I'm presenting. We've got Ricky on the show. I think we've got Beth and Kev. Really exciting. Looking forward to that. Lots going on. But lots going on here. Exciting times. Thanks everyone who's tuning in, by the way. Please do subscribe. Bottom right hand corner. This is what we do on That's Football. Everybody's welcome. We watch the matches. We also do interactive stuff as well. You're all welcome on here. Bottom right hand corner to subscribe. Tomorrow night I'm doing Newcastle against Arsenal, which is yet another massive game. Another massive game in the race for top four, because Spurs won against Burnley today, so it's pressure onto Arsenal. Tuesday night we'll be doing Liverpool against Southampton, which could be another massive game if Man City don't manage to win today. Wednesday night, Europa League final. And then next Sunday, it's the final day. It's the final day and everyone kicks off at the same time. Mahrez. Silva! Good save! Oh, it was bobbling about. It was bobbling about. Get Foden on. Of course, West Ham, everyone says, oh, the second goal's going to come for Man City. Remember West Ham? They've scored 2 good goals on the break. They're more than capable of getting a third. Rodri, Zinchenko, into Bernardo Silva. That's a terrible ball. Okay, we'll do the 10-second countdown in a minute. I've just got some super chats to read. Woke up from my nap with it being 2-0. Now it's 2-1. Am I jinxing it against West Ham? Says AMK. Mark, do you rate the Man United stock as a buy? Says Cinnamon. I've got no idea. Cinnamonson. I've got no idea. If you're a Leicester fan, would you want Brendan Rodgers as your net manager next season? Says Mahmood. Have we got any Leicester fans? Let us know in the chat. And you know what? I think that the great thing about this game is that, and the great game, I'm talking about football in general. You've got Liverpool fans on the edge. You've got West Ham fans on the edge. You've got United fans on the edge. Man City fans on the edge. I mean, Arsenal, Spurs fans will be watching it and they'll have a preference. It's not just West Ham against Man City. There's so many emotions for so many other people in this game. And that's the thing about football, isn't it? We can all have rivalry. We can all have our different thoughts. But we're all emotionally involved in this game. It's massively, massively exciting. Right, I'm just going to count down Mane and Kane. 62% Mane, 38% Kane. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. End the poll. It's a massive win that for Mane. 62% to Harry Kane. And Mane goes through and Kane goes out. So we've got Mane, Son and Ronaldo. We just need one more for our semi-finalists. So our final quarter-final for Premier League. Remember, it's Premier League attacker of the season. So look, judge them on their Premier League form, not their Champions League form. It's Premier League attacker of the season here. So we've got Saka and we've got Diaz, another Liverpool forward. He's done an amazing job since he's come into the club. Hi Mark, may sound impossible, but would Jesus suit United? Says Sarah. She's like, well, it'd be better than what we've got. It won't happen because he's not going to go from City to United, but he's better than what we've got. Wolves have equalised here. Kufal's going to get a yellow card. De Bruyne would have been through. He's not happy, and it's going to be a yellow. I mean, he should have had a yellow for a foul on Grealish, to be fair. Equaliser for Wolves, and it's Alt-Nouri who's done it. Let's have a look what happens here. De Bruyne makes the run and Kufal takes him down. I think he yellow cards the right thing there. He was never going to get through. Diaz has gone into an early lead against Saka. I'll tell you what I would say in defence of Saka, though. Saka's done it all season for Arsenal. Diaz has only been there for half a season. So I think it's a bit unfair on Saka that Diaz has gone on a 61% lead. I mean, he has been very good, Diaz, but Saka, I think Saka's had a great season for Arsenal. He's got to be their player of the year. They've still got a big chance of finishing 4th, which is overachieving in my opinion. And Saka would be their player of the year for me. So I'm surprised that Saka has not had more votes. But look, it could change. Diaz leads at the moment with 60%. So we've got half an hour to go here and it's still 2-1 to West Ham. It's all going on. It's all very exciting. De Bruyne has got a good free kick opportunity here. Referee blows the whistle, does he? Okay, here we go. De Bruyne, not very good. Well, it wasn't far off, but I knew it wasn't going in. Hi Mark, got me driving test on Wednesday, says Ultimo. Thank you very much for the super chat and good luck with your driving topic. On the topic of Jesus to United, is it similar transfer to Tevez to City because Jesus is coming to us in a position of weakness if it happens? It won't happen, AMK. This doesn't work, says Jenks, member for 12 months. Don't know what he's talking about, this doesn't work. Something worked because you got your message out. Fabianski's just been booked for time wasting there. Half an hour to go. A little bit unfair to book him with half an hour to go. I mean, time wasting. Would he really be time wasting with half an hour to go? I suppose every second counts. Good tackle by Declan Rice there. And they're looking at the ball in behind again. The bloody hell are they doing here? Zinchenko works hard. Does well. What is he doing? Side netting. Goal kick. That Zinchenko is a bloody nightmare. Absolute nightmare. I mean, he's probably been at fault for 2 goals. And he's nearly at fault for 3. What is he doing? Diaz has got 58% of the vote here and Saka's got 42%. Get your votes in. I'm about to close this poll, but if it changes while I'm doing it, I'll keep it open. So, 10. Is it Diaz or Saka for Premier League Player of the Season so far? Player of the Season. Premier League Attacker of the Season. Who would you vote for? Saka or Diaz? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. West Ham are attacking here. And I end the poll. Diaz wins. 59%. It didn't change. I would have gone with Saka on that one. But look, this is the whole point, isn't it? It's all about... the community, and there was a lot of votes on that as well. I would have given it to Saka, yeah. Leeds are still losing to Brighton, 1-0. Of course, goal difference could come into it, so at least City have got a goal back. Means they've got a +6 on Liverpool now instead of a +5. This proves City do need more than just Haaland, says Steve Locke. Saka's been robbed there, says Aaron. We'll go into the semi-finals in a moment for a Premier League Attacker of the Season. I need a stretch. I need a deep breath here. Everton are doing all their flares and everything again for the game. Doing their best they can to, create an atmosphere. Fair play to them, Everton. They've been doing that for a while, haven't they? Yeah, it is Wolves 1-1. We did that a while ago, Chris. Half an hour to go. City's defence is vulnerable. We saw it against Real Madrid. It's interesting that he is going to spend so much money on the attack, but I suppose they've got injuries, haven't they? Kyle Walker, Stones, Diaz. I'm surprised he's kept Grealish on so long. I'm really surprised. I just don't think he's good enough compared to a Foden or a... Well, maybe not a Sterling, but... I've just got to keep probing here, Man City. I've read the super chat about Leicester. If they draw on goal difference and goal difference is a playoff game, says Felix. Is there really? I didn't know about that. Nice ball into Jesus. Does well. Mark, where's the pyjama shorts? They bring us luck, says AMK. It's 3:20 in the afternoon. I don't put my pyjamas on at that time. Mahrez. I thought he was going to shoot. He loses the ball. And then he wins it back. No, he doesn't. They've lost possession there, Man City. They'll win it back. What's Fernandinho doing? The fuck is he doing? The fucking hell is Fernandinho doing? Get these prats off your team, Pep. You just passed it back to Antonio in a one-on-one. Fucking useless prat. Just boot it out. If in doubt, kick it out. No, pass it to Antonio and give him a one-on-one. What a chance for Antonio. That is a golden opportunity for Antonio. Fernandinho is a complete and utter prat. And Antonio should score. Terrible defence. This Man City defence is terrible. Norwich should do a better job. Do you think Ronaldo will stay with Man United, says Blaze? Yes, I do. I think he will. I think even if we're in the Conference League, I think he'll stay now. West Ham have actually had a good bit of... oh, Mahrez shot. West Ham have had a good 5 minutes, actually. Salah and Van Dijk are doubtful versus Southampton, says Mahmood. I bet they'll bloody play now, mates. I bet they will. Reckon they sack Pep if he doesn't win the league? Nah, they'd never sack Pep, Josh. Right, we're going to do the semi-final. Premier League attacker of the season. Oh, I've just put it in the chat. I didn't mean to do that. Here's Grealish on the right-hand side. Dinks across. Oh, is that a corner or a goal kick? Corner. So it's Ronaldo versus Son in the first semi-final for Premier League attacker of the season. Get your votes in. Ronaldo against Son, Premier League attacker of the season. Leeds are still losing to Brighton. Would you take Bowen at United as Mark? Yeah, 100%. Right-sided player. We haven't really got a right-sided player that's good enough. The only player that we've got who can play that position is Sancho, but he's been doing well off the left, so... Yeah, it's never really materialised, Sancho on the right, Rashford on the left. I think that was the thought process. It never really happened, and maybe it'll happen next season under Ten Hag, I don't know. But yeah, I would take Bowen for that reason. 24 minutes to go here. Oh, good header by Zuma. Goes for a corner. Ronaldo's gone into an early lead there. Corner to Man City. Headed away. If West Ham win, I'll buy a West Ham kit, says Danny. And this Grealish lad might not get on the Man United team. It's a skin. What is he doing shooting from there? Well, actually, the keeper made a good save. Zinchenko just had a shot from about 40 yards. It wasn't that good. How do you rate West Ham's season, says Sam? Look, I don't want it to happen because I don't want to be in the Conference League, but West Ham have had a better season than United and they deserve to finish above United. There's no doubt about that. You don't always get what you deserve, but, you know, for their... Considering they've had to play in the Europa League as well, the squad that they've got, West Ham have had a better season than United. I think the big disappointment for West Ham is not winning the Europa League, isn't it? But you wouldn't know that from today. .22 minutes to go. Well, it's been about 22 minutes. Not quite. It's been 20 minutes since City scored that one goal. So that's roughly how long's left, really, if you think about it like that. Oh, it's an OG! OMG! It's an OG! What a header! Who scored that? Was it Kufal? Was it Soucek? It's a great goal for West Ham. What a goal. Goal of the season, that. 2-2. He's headed it into his own goal. This is great stuff. I feel bad. I feel bad. I feel bad for West Ham. It's Kufal. He's not had a very good game, actually. The cross comes in. He gets his head on it and he puts it into his own bottom corner. What are the chances of that, eh? What are the chances of that? And suddenly the complexion of everything changes, because that means Manchester United are back into the Europa League position, and it means Man City are back 4 points ahead of Liverpool. That's a big goal, that is. That is a big goal. Zinchenko on the edge of the box, loses it. Antonio, he's up there on his own. There's plenty more to come here. Antonio's had a great game and he's done well there, and he wins a throw-in. Hard work from Antonio. He's a bloody nightmare to deal with today, Antonio. I think he's had a great game. 2-2. What a finish by Kufal. Do you think City will bottle the league, and do you think Liverpool can pull off the quadruple, says Tom? Mate, I think there's been so many twists and turns. As I said, it feels like it's written in the stars. I wouldn't be surprised if West Ham went and scored a winner here. It's you just don't know. You just don't know. What a game, eh? What a game. What a game. Who would have thought Man City against West Ham on a Sunday afternoon would have so many people engaged? It's just great. This is why we love this game, isn't it? And I know I'm being smug because it's going the way of for United at the moment, but there's nothing to be smug about as a United fan. I mean, we're basically wanting Man City to win a game. That's how desperately shit our season has been. I'm not trying to hide my joy for City at all. I'm openly happy that City have scored. It's very sad that I have to want City to win, but ultimately, if you're a United fan, you just cannot accept Liverpool winning the quadruple. You can't. And Liverpool fans wouldn't want us to do it. That's a proper rivalry. But I'll still put my hands up and say West Ham deserve to finish above us. I just don't want them to. Do you think Dybala would be a good signing for United, says Oscar? No, I don't really think Dybala is the right sort of player. And Brian says, let's be honest, if Man United paid 100 million for Grealish, he would start every game, even if he's crap, says Brian. Well, look, it's 2-2. We've got to do the countdown anyway. Let me just wait and see what happens here. Ronaldo against Son in the semi-final for Premier League Attacker of the Year. There's loads of excitement going on here at the moment. I'm going to do a 10-second countdown, but the cross comes in. Fabianski tears it away. De Bruyne's got it on the edge of the box. Rice gets the clearance in. 20 minutes to go here. Let's count down. Ronaldo against Son, 56% against 44%. If it doesn't change in the next 10 seconds, I'm going to end it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It stays at 56% and Ronaldo is into the final. Son goes out. Remember, Son knocked Salah out, which was a real surprise. So our final semi-final is actually an all-Liverpool affair. It's Diaz against Mane. Noble's going to come on. Now, this is sentimental. Is this sentimental? Would he normally come on in a game? Or is it just because it's his last one? Is Moyes being forced into something a bit sentimental here? Of course, remember, Noble came on and missed that penalty that would have got West Ham a point against United, and we ended up with 3 in this season. You know, imagine how different the table would be for that. So it was Mane and it was Diaz. Marnie against Diaz. Get in your chat. Premier League attacker of the season. Leeds are still losing to Brighton. 2-2 here. 4-1 to Leicester against Watford. It's Vardy who's got another one. Missed a lot of this season. He's got 2 goals today. Jamie Vardy. Are we going to get a winner here? And Villa are leading 1-0 against Palace. Ollie Watkins, 69th minute. Into the box goes Jesus. Oh, there's lots of West Ham players back. He'll have to come back there. Exciting. Thanks for the super chats, by the way. Rodri, good shot. Keeper gets hold of it. There's surely going to be a twist in the tail here. Surely going to be a twist in the tail. Antonio's got it. Cross to the back post. Up against Zinchenko! Oh my God! Oh my God. It's not in. It's not in, but Bowen nearly got his hat-trick. They've exploited the weakness on the back post. Headed down. I think it's Soucek up against Zinchenko. It drops to Bowen who volleys it. It hits the Man City defender and it goes wide. What a chance that was. I'm just going to have to close this because my my chat has just gone. So I'm solo here at the moment. Headed away. Comes to the edge of the box. They're pushing. And Jared Bowen's just hurt his leg. Bloody hell. Liverpool fans, West Ham fans, whoever else wants West Ham to win. That was the big moment. It's not over yet. West Ham have lost a 2-0 lead to City, but it's not over yet. Zinchenko's been terrible, yes, he has. Mane's winning with 70% of the vote here. $15 minutes to go. Noble's coming on. Well, what a game. What a game. Please do subscribe, by the way. Bottom right-hand corner. We're on the road to 700k. Everyone's welcome on That's Football. Bottom right-hand corner to subscribe. We've got Newcastle against Arsenal tomorrow night. Similar sort of thing. We'll do one of these polls again, but we've got a massive game tomorrow night. Arsenal are now in 5th. If they win, they go back to 4th, and then it will be decided on the last game of the season. I feel if Arsenal get the win tomorrow, they will beat Everton on the final day because Everton will be safe, I believe. But we'll have to wait and see on that. So it's a huge game. It's almost like tomorrow night for Arsenal. That's your top 4 cup final, really. And Newcastle won't give them an easy ride. I can see that game being quite tight. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a red card or something that has something to do about it. Apparently Leicester are winning 5-1 now. Poor old Watford. Don't worry, we'll see you again next year with your parachute payments. You'll be straight back. They shouldn't be called parachute payments. They should be called bouncy castle payments because they just bounce back, don't they? Trampoline payments. West Ham are actually doing well at the moment. I can't believe he's made no subs. I'm stunned Pep's made no subs. I don't watch Man City enough to know, but is this normal behaviour by Man City? I mean, he's got Foden on the bench, he's got Sterling on the bench. Personally, I think Man City need a bit of a rebuild. For example, Zinchenko isn't good enough to play for them. Walker is getting injured constantly, says MG. They need a fullback, yeah. Mane's won the poll. Sorry, I should have closed that a few whiles ago, but he's so far ahead, there's no point in extending that. Mark, if Jared Bowen isn't in the England squad, then I don't know what Southgate is thinking, says Funky. Yeah, but this is the manager that doesn't put bloody Tomori in the England squad. Here's Grealish. It goes for a goal kick. So we're going to do our final Premier League attacker of the season. And it will be Ronaldo against Mane. That doesn't mean that. I just want to say that doesn't mean they are the top two. It just means we had 8 contenders, and you know, Salah could have got to the final really if Son knocked him out. The final might have been Ronaldo against Son. It's just the winner will be the person who comes through at the end. It doesn't mean that Mane's second, because obviously it's all about the way the draw's gone, isn't it? So Ronaldo against Mane for Premier League attacker of the season. We're talking Premier League attacker of the season. Doesn't matter whether you've won trophies or where you've won in the league. It's what you've done in the Premier League. And you can get your vote in there. It's going. Yes, it's normal. Pep is so stubborn to the point where he doesn't sub till his plan works, as AMK. All right, okay. I just find it weird what he's done with his team today, because they aren't playing midweek. They're not in the Champions League, so it just feels weird to me that he hasn't made any attacking subs. You've got Gundogan, you've got Sterling, you've got Foden. I would have changed it up, but. Of course, it's normal behaviour. Have you been living under a rock for the last 5 years? I know, Coach, I try not to watch City. I find them quite boring to watch. I'm quite open about that. Man City, out of the top 6 teams, would be the one I watch the least. So I don't really analyse Pep's substitutional tactics, to be honest. Here's Bernardo Silva. Into the box. Edge of the box. We need a City winner here. Good cross. Grealish will keep it in. Still 10 minutes to go. It's a good point for West Ham, though. I said it at the start. I mean, I'm not saying they're going to get a point, but I did say at the start that a point for West Ham is a good point, because it would force United to need to beat Palace. Because I fancy West Ham to win against Brighton, which would put them a point ahead of United. And then if United drew with Palace, West Ham have got a better goal difference. So it gives Liverpool a sniff as well. I mean, look, they'd need. If it stays a draw, then Man City would go 4 points ahead of Liverpool. Liverpool got a game in hand. If they beat Southampton, they're a point behind them. If Villa draw at the Etihad and Liverpool beat Wolves, then Liverpool win the title. So they'd need Gerrard to not lose, basically. He's going to hit that, surely. Fernandinho, that's shite. He's crap, he is, Fernandinho. He was a very good player, but I think he's finished. Absolutely finished. Hey Mark, I'm new to the channel. I love the United Stands football FIFA career series. I'm excited to watch the United series grow. Says Trey. Yeah, we're back tomorrow afternoon at 3. Please do subscribe, by the way, bottom right hand corner. What's going on here? Might be a penalty. Jesus. Ooh, I tell you what, that's a penalty every day of the week. That is a penalty every day of the week. How is he not given a pen there? That's 2 in a row. He's absolutely... He needs sacking. He needs sacking. He needs sacking. He needs sacking. That's 2 in the same game. He's not given a penalty. 2 in the same game. He's got to go to VAR. Or sack him on the pitch. Mate, it was a penalty. He's going to VAR. 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 Come on. If he's going to VAR, it's a pen. It's going to VAR. Come on. It's a clear penalty. He's got to give it. He's got to give it. Anthony, I love Anthony Taylor. Can I just shock you? It's a clear pen. Yeah, he's gonna give it. He's gonna give it. Look, and knocks the ball away. Penalty. 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 Put your hands up. Draw your TV. Draw your box and go. Penalty. Penalty. It is. It's a penalty. It's like a penalty for United. Don't let Bruno take it. This is like a penalty for United. It's so sad, isn't it? It's so sad. I absolutely embrace West Ham fans, Liverpool fans, Arsenal fans taking the piss. This is embarrassing that I basically, as a United fan and many other United fans, need Man City to do us a favour. To stop Liverpool winning a quadruple and to stop West Ham going above us. It's just, for me, it was a penalty in the first half that he didn't give on Jesus. So, it's, that was a penalty. He's got to score it. He's got to score it. I wouldn't be surprised if he misses it. Mahrez has got great technique. The way today's gone, I wouldn't be surprised if he misses this. Here he goes, Mahrez. He's missed it! He's bloody missed it! I can't believe it! You're joking, man! I told you! I told you, didn't I? I bloody told you! It's got more twists than a curly-whirly. This game. It's a crap penalty as well. His line. Look at his foot. Look at his foot. It's off the line. Retake it. Look, retake it, ref. Retake it. Never going to get retaken, is it? Let's be honest. Football, eh? This is why we love it. This is why we love it. Make sure you subscribe. Bottom right-hand corner. Newcastle Arsenal tomorrow. God knows what's going to happen in that. Only 4 minutes to go. Referee's now just given a foul for a shoulder barge. Well, I can't moan at Anthony Taylor. He's given a penalty there. Oh, this is just all over the shop here. I just don't believe it. West Ham will probably go and win it now. Pep can't believe it. Just puts pressure on City on the last day, doesn't it? Pep's a bottler. As I said, a point for City puts them 4 points ahead of Liverpool. If Liverpool beat Southampton, they'd be a point behind going into the last day. Gerrard against Pep at the Etihad. If City can't, if Villa get a point and then Liverpool beat Villa, Wolves, which they will, they'd win the league. But West Ham are on the attack here. Still 3 minutes to go. Not made any subs. Still. De Bruyne should have taken it, says Paul D. I'm surprised he's not made any subs. I really am. Ronaldo is going to win Premier League Attacker of the Season, by the way. 64%. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. West Ham have got a big throw here. Jesus knocks it wide. Mahrez, that's a foul. Yeah, Ronaldo's won Premier League Attacker of the Season. I mean, I'll put my hands up and say it's hard to beat Ronaldo in any poll. But having said that, we're talking about Attacker of the Season. I think when Salah went out and Son went out, I probably would give it to Ronaldo over Mane. So 2 minutes to go. Anyway, we'll do another one of them polls tomorrow night. We'll probably do Goalkeeper of the Year or Defender of the Year or something like that tomorrow of the season. So we've got 2 minutes to go here. Let me just update you on all the other scores as well. Leeds are losing to Brighton, which obviously is not good for them, but it's good for Burnley. It's 5-1 to Leicester, by the way. I didn't update you on that. 5-1 to Leicester. Harvey Barnes has scored. City are on the attack. Cross comes in. Not a very good one. That's cleared. Worst player of the year is probably going to be Lukaku, isn't it? Let's be honest. 30 seconds of normal time. Grealish has got it on the left. Into De Bruyne. Good pass. What's Zinchenko shooting for? Fucking idiot. Just play the simple pass, mate. Goal kick to West Ham. A minute to go. Well, we're into stoppage time now. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Who thought you'd get 28,000 people watching for West Ham against Man City? But the enormity of the game is such that at this juncture, it's so big for Liverpool, it's so big for Man City, it's so big for United, it's so big for West Ham. It's got massive. Primarily, it's about the title race, isn't it? But it's also about the Europa League. It's also about the Conference League. So yeah, it's been a cracking game to watch. And Mahrez has got it now. Of course, Mahrez missed a penalty. 2-0 to West Ham at half-time. Man City make it 2-2. Mahrez gets a penalty. It was a penalty. And it's a great save by Fabianski. And another header. 4 minutes. I think this is going to end up as a draw. Anto says, Mark, we're getting Conference League. Well, in relation to the Conference League, West Ham are 2 points behind United as things stand. If they go to Brighton and win, and United don't win at Palace, West Ham have got it. If West Ham draw, United can afford to lose against Palace. If United beat Palace, they've got Europa League. So yeah, I don't fancy United to win at Palace. So if West Ham win against Brighton, they'll get Europa League football. Substitution here. Thanks, Vandy Candy. Legend. I've got a super chat here from 28,000 people is about your average attendance at the Etihad, says David. I'm not a City fan. I mean, I want City to win today, I'll be honest, but I'm not a City fan. Antonio's been banging the grass so many times today. He'll get booked in a minute if he's not careful. I think it's going to end in a draw now. De Bruyne's got it, but it's middle of the pitch. Jazz, why do I want City to win? I mean, I'm a Man United fan. If you can't figure that out, then football's not for you. Have you looked at the league table? Have you looked at who could win a quadruple? Have you looked that West Ham could go above us? So many angles to this. Do you think Burnley would have stayed up with Deitch, says Mushy? I do, actually. I really do. Here's Bernardo Silva. Into Grealish. We're into the last minute now, stoppage time. Bernardo Silva. They've put so many crosses in today. I don't think it's the tactic to do. Grealish will pick this up. They've got 1 minute left, City. Grealish. West Ham have... You know, West Ham probably do deserve a point. Let's be honest. They've worked hard. Rode their luck with the penalty, but they have worked hard. Mahrez, lovely touch, but he's on the wing. Grealish. 30 seconds to go. De Bruyne loses it, and West Ham are on the break with Bowen. I thought Jesus got the ball there. Well, it's either going to be a West Ham winner here or it's going to be a draw because he's given a foul on Jesus. And let's have a look. Yeah, he gets the player before the ball, to be fair. That is a foul. What a game. Make sure you subscribe, by the way, bottom right-hand corner. We'll be doing it all again for Newcastle Arsenal tomorrow night on this channel. Watch along. What a community we've got. What a game we've had. And I think we might have a goal. No, I thought we'd had a Leeds goal. Leeds goal. We have got a Leeds goal. And it's a massive goal for Leeds. Bloody hell. Right at the death. I don't even know who scored it. That's a big goal for Leeds. A massive goal for Leeds. It is 1-1. Leeds have scored. I don't know who scored the goal, but Leeds have scored. West Ham are going to launch the ball into the box here. It's a high line from City, though, so they won't get a lot of joy. It's Struck who scored for Leeds. I'll tell you what it means in relation to the league table in a moment. Struck has scored for Leeds, so they're not losing, which puts them above Burnley by a point. Which means Burnley need to find a point somewhere. But I think Burnley play Newcastle last game of the season, don't they? That'll be a cracker. I tell you what, don't miss next Sunday. Everybody kicks off at the same time, and I'm going to have to get a few more screens, I think. Grealish on the attack. I don't even know how they've had time to have the attack. Zinchenko. Into De Bruyne. I think they're going to be okay. Cross comes in. There's nobody there. He blows the whistle and it finishes 2-2. 2-2. Look, it's not the best result for everybody. It's not the worst result for everybody. It finishes 2-2. Man City go 4 points ahead of Liverpool. But obviously Liverpool have got a game in hand. So if Liverpool beat Southampton on the final day, they'll be 1 point behind Liverpool. Sorry, they'll be 1 point behind City, but City play Steven Gerrard's Villa. There feels like there might be a twist. So it finishes 2-2 there, and in relation to the title race, Liverpool, it could have been better. It could have been better. A loss would have been better for them, but the point leaves the door open a little bit. It's all going to come down to Stevie G. In relation to the race for Europa League, West Ham are 2 points behind United. They're 2 points behind United. If they beat Brighton and United draw with Palace, West Ham will go through on goal difference. If they beat Brighton and United beat Palace, then Man United will get it. If they don't beat Brighton, Man United get it, whatever. So West Ham's job is beat Brighton, and I think you'll get Europa League because I don't think United will beat Palace. Thanks everybody for tuning in. We've got a very, very interesting final week ahead, and Noble's getting a hug from Pep Guardiola there. Probably the right result. 2-2. I think West Ham battled really hard. And look, I'll say it sincerely. West Ham deserved to finish above United this season. We've been shocking. The squad we've got, the money we pay, West Ham, the squad they've got, the money they pay, they deserve to be better above us. They're better than us this season. But God, I don't want it to happen. But I'm open-minded to the fact that West Ham are a better team than us and they deserve to be above us. But look, hopefully it won't happen, but it's going to be a very, very interesting final day. Make sure you tune in at 8 o'clock on the United Stand. We've got the fan forum. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, we're going to do Newcastle Arsenal. That's massive in the 4th place race. Spurs are above them at the moment by 2 points. Arsenal need to beat Newcastle at Newcastle. Lots to get involved with. Make sure you smash a like and subscribe. I'll speak to you all in a bit. Thanks for tuning in. What a couple of hours that was. Beautiful game. The beautiful game. And that was tense. That was proper tense. Thanks for watching.